What's going on, guys? Professor Gray here, and today I'm going to show you how to properly clean your condenser coil. Now, I always recommend that my clients do this at least once a quarter. The reason you want to do this is the condenser's whole purpose is to release the heat that's been pulled in from the inside back outside. So you need to have a clear surface for this heat exchange to occur. And when there's dirt and dead grass and buildup all on the coils, this causes a heat exchange issue and makes the fans and the coils themselves and the condenser retain that heat, making it not only the system less efficient, but making it harder for that system to remove that excess heat, which puts a lot of wear and tear onto the actual system. And while this is a simple enough practice, a lot of people forget to do it in day-to-day lives. People get busy, I understand. But in order to save you guys money in the long run and to save the life of your system, I'm going to just show you how to do it. That way, there's no excuse. You can get out there and get it done at least once a quarter. All right, here we go. Okay, so now all you need is the AC and water hose. With that important step done, this is how you really do it. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is, even though the electricity is off to the system, you always want to make sure that you're not hitting the electronics directly with water. And so always aim away from the control and power panel, service panel on the condenser. And all you're going to do, with just a little bit of thumb pressure, is just run that through the grills, the spokes, whatever you want to call them, and just get all that dust off from underneath. And you might have lizards in there. As you can probably see, an unfortunate frog has gotten into the top of this system. We'll go ahead and get him out in a minute. And take your time with it. You don't want to use too much pressure, but you want to make sure that you get all the coils are installed. Depending on the type of unit, this one being a train, and the way that the coils are set up, you won't see as much runoff on the outside of the system. Unlike with reams and carriers, the way that they're designed, especially when you haven't done this in a while, you'll see a lot more runoff and you have cleaner access to the actual coils. Or they're at least easier to get to through the actual shell. So we're just going to go ahead and give everything here a nice good rinse. You want to make sure that you're thorough. Again, don't use a lot of water pressure because that can damage the vents on the actual coils themselves, which will also ruin your heat exchange over time. Now over here you can see that the access service panel is right here, and like I was saying earlier, you want to make sure that you're aiming away from that just as a precaution. You want to have power off, but the less water that's hitting those electrical components, the better, at least in my experience. Now, just as an extra, you want to also make sure that you get the top of the system, through the top of the system, to get the inside layer of those coils, just as a little bit extra. And again, be careful of the electrical service panel. Now, as you can see here, I'm just avoiding the fan motor. trying to get in there and get a little bit of rinse on. Again, trying to keep it away from the service panel. Keep it away from the compressor housing. They are water sealed with rubber gaskets, so it's a little bit more protected than just an open hole in the back of the service panel. And there you have it. That's how you clean a condenser coil on a regular maintenance, or how you should, at least in part. And that's without using chemicals or anything of that nature. Now, if you want to learn more, stay tuned and please subscribe, like. I hope this helped. And remember to do this at least once a quarter. All right, guys, bye.